Askredditors that constantly post sexual questions. Why? They want to know what sex is like. Come on, I know what sex is like. I can prove it. Like, you know, when you grab a woman's breast and you feel it and it feels like a bag of sand when you're touching it. I hate sand. It's coarse and rough, and it gets everywhere. They horny. Delete the rest of these comments. He's got it. It's really that simple. I don't post, but I'm always curious about some of those questions. Some of them are just dirty for the sake of being dirty, but very few I'm actually interested in seeing responses. Because they're 14, and think a sexy older woman with meaty humps might answer. Meaty humps. Now the kid in the other row is wondering why I wiped my phone on my shirt. They're 14 and they wanna be DEP. r/im14 emphasis deep. r/that's the joke. I don't post sexual questions, but when you wade past all the sarcastic or troll answers, there's a small amount of serious answers that are posted from sex havers. Even if I'm never part of that crowd, it's valuable information to read up on. Oh man, check out Quora. It's basically an Indian erotica site disguised as a successor to Yahoo Answers. They're curious/confused. Most Redditors are young, and most young people get abysmal sex addiction. I learned a lot from those sexual questions on Reddit. Of course, if the question is like who is the sexiest, jaw-dropping, hottest girl you've ever laid, then it's obviously because they're horny. But if it's stuff like what should every virgin know before having sex, the reason is either karma or curiosity. Yeah, kinda sad to see that apparently there's no value to some people in those threads. I've learned most of what I know about sexual topics through Reddit, which is probably sad, but it is true. 1. Sex is something that is not readily talked about among friends and family. Reddit provides a convenient way to discuss it without the usual embarrassment. 2. Horniness. 3. Sexual content, even just text, tend to get more attention. Cause Reddit is full of hornballs that can't get laid because of COVID. Well, that's their excuse. They couldn't get laid before COVID either, but you get the point. Tell me about it. I'm so tired of seeing people complain about being a virgin in every post, especially memes. Femoids of Reddit. How many times do you do the sexing, and why not with me? How can I get crumb of wussy? Backquote a crumb of pussy, my liege. And they never post the important questions, like, Darkwaby Darknutters have done Reddit. How dare you darken your dark dick with Dick Darker? Is saying vagina when you mean vulva like saying penis when you mean balls? If Tammy tickles 10 tentacles with her tits, and Tommy tuts 2 tittering teens, what does Tommy do? If feminists can wear pussy hats, why don't dickheads wear penis hats? My friend told me that tight underwear is bad for my scrotter sack. Why does he say scrotter sack in every sentence? If underage sex is non-consensual, then shouldn't Lolican be renamed Lalanoncan? How do boys cope with having such huge clitorises? Is that why they don't get their period? Lesbian bisexuals have gayed it. Did you transition straight from questioning to queer? Which makes your semen taste worse? MREs or MRAs? My partner has a ball joint doll fetish and we are visiting Colorado. Should I get in cannabis-infused Rocky Mountain oysters as a prank? Okay, these are funny. Probably karma. Sex sells. Horny teens. Because they watch too much porn. I thought about asking this myself. This sub is full of virgin teens. Enough said. They're perverts. I'm getting fucking tired of seeing what's the biggest sexiest penis that you've ever sexed. Like this subreddit usually has good posts, but I see at least 2 shitty sexual questions on my feed per day. 2. You're lucky. I sort by new. It's like every other question, and they're all the same. Usually from the same Redditor. I don't post these sexual questions, but I think the answer is this. People are just fucking horny. Probably because sex is a taboo subject in the United States, and it feels a bit risky and sexual at the same time. Cheap thrills for the short answer. If your idea of risk is posting a vaguely sexual question on a message board, you need to go outside. Didn't say it was mine, and by risky it is the context of a puritanical ideal that thinking about sin is just as bad as the sin. I wasn't assuming you were speaking from experience, haha. I'm just venting my extreme migraine-induced frustrations. Fair enough. I'd rather the constant annoying sexual questions than the 100 same loaded political questions. The ones who talk the most get the least. Yo dog, I heard you like sexual questions. So let me question those sexual questions with a sexual question. You got me there. Explaining the joke, depending on which words are emphasized. You got me there can mean you caught my sneaky trick or you caused me to have an orgasm. Askredditors that constantly ask this exact question. Why? Asking the real questions here. Because it's about the only thing that gets attention on Reddit anymore, and they need that sweet karma to fill the void in their soul. Cause they wanna whack off to the responses. They're cumers. Lol, I saw all the influx of sexist Reddit threads and wondered if one person was trolling. Sadly. Maybe cause they weren't really taught about it. Sex is interesting as fuck, but that's why there's r/Askreddit After Dark.